I should be good, right? Right? Probably should move that a little bit closer, but you know what? It's doing the, I don't know if it's doing it actually. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. Catastrophic failure. You guys hatched. I gotta tell you, man, I am really figuring out new ways to use ratchet strap. What's up everybody and welcome back. As you can kind of see, there's been a lot of changes in the last year plus since my last video. It's definitely been over a year. I've definitely been busy in that last year. Not too much has gone on with the Corolla, but a lot has gone on with the process of working on the Corolla. So basically where we left off was I was taking off the quarter glass, the back glass, the trunk, doors, hoods, fenders, basically anything that I could take off of the car to make it lighter, because my whole plan was to make it as light as possible so that way I could drag it from where it was onto the lift under the carport. That mostly worked out. The only problem was that under the car was basically sand and dirt. Well, I would just say sand because dirt actually has structure, but sand pretty much, it's like you're sinking in it no matter where you go. Because basically every time I would try to move the car, it would literally just sink into the sand just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and it would just make it even more difficult to try to get out. So I devised a super sketchy way of getting it here by myself. So I basically turned it into like a wheelbarrow slash chariot thing. It's kind of hard to explain, so it's better if I show you. So yeah, here you go. This thing is pretty light actually. Like, I mean, I should be good, right? Right? Man, I hope I'm right. I've done some sketchy stuff in my life and some serious backyard ingenuity on a bunch of things for a bunch of cars. But this right here, this easily is top 3 sketchiest things that I have ever done to a car. I have got a ratchet strap running from one end to the other, wrapped around this pipe, going through this wheel that is being held on by this vice grip right here. Probably should move that a little bit closer, but you know what? It's doing the, I don't know if it's doing it actually. I got it off the ground. I was able to get the tires out. I got it like half a foot, and I just had to document this because I've never done anything this sketchy before. I've never turned a car into a wheelbarrow before. Worked great for like the first 3 feet. Boom, right here. Then it started to fall off. Fixed both sides. One side messed up, the other side would mess up. Back and forth, keep moving it, rinse and repeat, move, fix, move, fix. Finally I get to here and it broke. Well, I got it a lot farther than I thought, to be honest with you, before meeting catastrophic failure right here. Boom! I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. The Corolla was too fat. Just bent it. I'm exhausted. That was a lot of work. I'm gonna take a break. I'm tired. Actually worked out pretty good because got it out of all of this super soft sandy dirt from years and years of not growing any grass. So not too bad. I got it pretty far. I'm actually pretty proud. Didn't think it was gonna last that long. All right, now what's next? Now I gotta figure the rest out. So I got halfway there. All right, so I was able to get the front end of this close enough to my slab to where I was gonna, oh my God, I'm out of breath, where I can jack it up right here. I'm gonna try to lift it up from the back and then just kind of push it with straight manpower once I take a solid break, because that took it at. The wheelbarrow method was a good method while it lasted, but damn, I'm tired. So yeah, I'm gonna try to lift up the back, stabilize it, and then just push. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And round 2. So basically I'm just lifting up on the back at this point, letting the jack do all the work as I push it forward. I get to right here and I switch it up to move the jack from the front to the back. So I'm jacking up the rear and use a block between the middle of the subframe and the jack so that I can use the jack to support the car in the back. And then I use my engine hoist in the front where I lift up on the subframe, and I basically use a combination of the jack and the hoist so that I can push it the rest of the way onto the lift, get rid of all my super sketchy stuff, throw it up onto the lift and put it onto the arms and put it in the air, and we're done. So yeah, that was pretty gnarly. Definitely one of these sketchier things that I've ever done, but it worked. So that was cool. I ended up actually finally getting it onto the lift. I was super stoked. Probably about like a month went by, and I started to realize that it wasn't really practical to have the car out here under an open environment. That's when I finally made the decision to enclose this entire carport and turn it into basically the shed that you see now. It had to be done because there was no way that I could work on the car with it open, because I was getting tons of mosquitoes, tons of bugs. They're plotting. Lizards, beetles. Nature wants to be in here so bad, and I don't know why. Birds. So today, I was gonna bring the car down and just do a little bit of stuff on it, but something flew past my head while I was up here, and yeah, bird eggs. So, yeah, I can't move my lift, and I don't wanna mess with these things, so basically just gotta wait for Mom to hatch these bad boys, and I can get my lift back. But yeah, just chilling. Oh, I think that's Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm out of here. She's pissed. She knows. All right, I'm out. Been a couple weeks. Let's check in on the birds, see how they're doing. Yo, you guys hatched. What's up? That's too cute. What's up, guys? Your mom's out getting food for you guys, so I'm gonna leave you all alone. Learn how to fly soon, okay? Your boy's got a race car to build, but that's so cute. Frogs. What are you doing, man? You can't live in here. Spiders. This thing is like, it's like the size of that thing. Look at that. Dude, you gotta go. Like, you name it, I was getting it out here, and it wasn't a practical environment to work on a car, especially since I'm gonna be doing so much metal work on this car, rust repair, painting it. Like, this is the most intense that I've ever done build-wise to a car, so a shed was a must. But yeah, building out the shed was pretty gnarly. I did 98%, 95% completely by myself. Shout out to my boy Kenny who came out. Kenny helped out with this side of the shed and helped me install the door. Thank you, Kenny, for helping me out for that. And then everything else pretty much I did by myself. I did the front, the back, and then this side by myself. I did the back door by myself. And yeah, that was pretty gnarly. I did some pretty sketchy stuff to get the panels on. I gotta tell you, man, I am really figuring out new ways to use ratchet straps from all this. But I got it done, and it looks pretty good for the most part. You know, you can definitely tell that I did it by myself, but I'm super happy with the result. And so yes, as you can finally see, I'm finally done with the shed. I have nothing more else that I need to do. There's a couple of things that I want to do, but I ran out of money. So yeah, now we're gonna be working on the rotisserie, which I've already got the rear spit done, complete, and the front spit is halfway done. So I got a little more I gotta do with the front spit, and then I have to cut up all the metal in order to make the stands for the front and the rear of the rotisserie. So I'm just basically gonna be cutting up the metal from two decommissioned, that was a bug. So yeah, I'm gonna be cutting up the metal from 2 decommissioned engine hoists because I no longer use them and they're kind of rusted out and I have to get a new one anyways. So I might as well use the metal and recycle it for the rotisserie because it's still good metal, like most of it's still good. But yeah, keep your notifications on, subscribe because I do not know when that video is gonna come out. I'm hopefully gonna try to get it out within the next like month or so. But yeah, just keep posted and that's gonna be my next video. See ya.